we have got to talk. We were just in the midst of the craziest 48 hours that Marvel fans have possibly gotten this year, and it's still going. How's it going, everybody? My name is EnvyTalksCinema, and welcome back to another discussion video. Now, I know it's been a crazy long time since I've done one of these. The closest thing we've gotten were the reviews that I've done on movies, like the Superman one and the Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 review that I did with a friend of mine. That was actually a podcast. If you have not seen that yet, please go check it out. I uploaded it yesterday. Now, on to bigger discussion. We've got a lot to break down today. Going from Avengers trailer leaks, Captain America, and no, not Sam Wilson, Steve Rogers coming back, and the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer leak. Now, obviously, when I first heard of all of these news going out, I simply thought, it's fake, it's AI, which is why I haven't really been doing videos on Avengers leaks lately, because I don't know what to believe anymore. Like, literally every single leak that has ever been put out there has simply just got that AI look around it. Some of them look very, very real. Some of them dance along the line of being AI in reality, but most of it's just AI, and it's a waste of time just breaking down photos or videos of stuff that's AI. It's a waste of time because it's not real. I mean, it may be real, it may be AI generated off of what someone actually saw. However, it's a waste of time. However, I have come to the revelation that this is not a waste of time, because Marvel and Sony have been taking down these leaks on Twitter. Clearly, it's not real. I mean, fake. No, clearly, it's not fake. Clearly, unless they wouldn't take it down. It's gotten so bad that people tried to use actual AI to put together what the actual trailer was shown, and Marvel still took it down. This is becoming a really big issue. Kevin, I'm not showing anything today. I'm just gonna be explaining it through pictures of past movies. Don't put the sniper down. Kevin, put it down. But first things first, I want to get into the Avengers trailer leaks. Now, with the release of Avatar: Fire and Ash, Marvel, or Disney, has decided to release not one, not two, not three, but 4 Avengers Doomsday teaser trailers before the movie begins, which I find insane. I know this is probably just a way to just get more ticket sales, but it's Avatar, the highest grossing film franchise, arguably of all time, and you're gonna do this just to sell more tickets? Why? What's the point? Just release it online. People are still gonna show up to see Avatar. I know I was. I'm still gonna go see Avatar: Fire and Ash, and I'm even more excited to see Avatar: Fire and Ash, but now I'm more excited not for the movie, for the trailers. So like what was the spin on this? I understand it's gonna get more ticket sales now, but like, you didn't have to do that. What we know, trailer 1 focuses on Steve Rogers, which ultimately confirms that Steve Rogers is coming back. And then the second trailer focuses on Thor, the third one focuses on Doctor Doom, and then the last one is a full teaser trailer. Now, Kevin, I already said this. I'm not showing anything. I'm just explaining simply what happens in the trailer. Like I said, with all of my leaks and stuff, take it with a grain of salt, but considering that Marvel and Sony have both taken down the leaks for the Avengers trailer and the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, obviously it's hard to take it more than just with a grain of salt. I mean, like, come on now, like, these are essentially real spoilers here. So if you do not care about spoilers, why did you even click on this video? Obviously, we're gonna talk about some spoilers. In this trailer, it starts off simply with Steve riding his bike, or not even Steve, you don't even know it's Steve. It's just someone riding their bike. And we know Steve likes to ride his motorcycle. I mean, that's just something Steve Rogers does, without a helmet, by the way. I'm surprised the cops never took him out for that. It is Steve Rogers. He goes to a home that is essentially the same house, Peggy Carter's house, that we see at the end of Avengers Endgame. He puts down his suit. From what I know, he puts his suit, like his Endgame suit, in like a drawer or something, like essentially retiring it, like he's done being Captain America and he's ready to start a new life. And he now has a son, or, well, we don't know about son, but it could be daughter or son. He has a baby. He has a kid. He is now a father, which is huge, and that's where the trailer ends. Or does it? Because it goes on to say Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Now, the first bit of reactions that came out were screaming. Everyone was so excited. Steve Rogers, the GOAT Captain America, is coming back. And then people started to neglect on it, and then people started to hate on it. If Steve Rogers is coming back, this is the thought process of everyone else. If Steve Rogers was coming back, what was the point of making Sam Wilson Captain America? Now, I'm a Sam Wilson Captain America fan. I'm not saying I like the movie. But I'm a Sam Wilson Captain America fan, and it pains my heart to see what they did to him in the MCU. I mean, they completely ruined it. It was such an amazing moment at the end of Avengers Endgame where Old Man Rogers gives Sam Wilson the shield and essentially tells him, "You're Captain America now." Sure, the show might not have been the greatest, but it was a nice start. Hell, if the plot of the show would have ended up being a movie with a much better villain, easily would have been better. Easily would have been better than Brave New World. I mean, let's be real. And now we're at this point where fans are easily convinced that Sam Wilson should take the Super Soldier Serum. Hell, even I'm saying that Sam Wilson should take the Super Soldier Serum. And I hate that I have to say that, because he shouldn't take the Super Soldier Serum. It defines the point of his character. Essentially, Sam Wilson taking the Super Soldier Serum just basically means that he doesn't believe in his own ability. And that's not why Steve Rogers chose him to be Captain America. He chose him to be Captain America not because of his power, because he doesn't have any power, just simply because of the person Sam Wilson is. So Sam Wilson doubting himself in Brave New World and saying that he should have taken the serum, or that Steve was wrong for choosing him, it's a complete 180. It's such a dumb move. So yeah, I could totally understand why Sam Wilson Captain America fans will be like, "Oh, they're bringing Steve Rogers back. What was the point of making Sam Wilson Captain America if he's not going to lead the Avengers?" First, I don't even think he's going to lead the Avengers to begin with. But yeah, I totally understand the argument coming from there. But I realized something. It doesn't say Captain America will return in Avengers Doomsday. In fact, it says Captain America will return in Avengers Doomsday at the end of Brave New World. Or does it just say Captain America will return? I'm assuming it says Captain America will return at Avengers Doomsday. In this trailer, it just says Steve Rogers. This doesn't mean he's coming back to be Captain America. He could be the Nomad for all we know. Or he can simply be a part of Doom's plan. How? I don't know. Maybe Dr. Doom goes to him pretending to be Tony Stark, because from what it looks like at the end of the Fantastic Four movie, in the post-credit scene, it seems like Baby Franklin is healing that face. And we know Dr. Doom got scars to show. So maybe he goes to him, kind of plays the line of being Tony Stark a little bit, gains Steve's trust, and essentially turns him into a villain. How? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I don't even think that will happen. But why is Steve Rogers coming back? And why doesn't it say Captain America? Why does it say Steve Rogers? I feel like these little details are very important to realize. You know, you gotta nitpick at every little detail, especially in these teasers that they're gonna be showing. Now, the second teaser trailer, at least the audio of it, has released, I think today, as I'm filming this. And I guess I'm not gonna show any videos of it, but according to what I found, this is what happens. Now, I already told you that it's gonna be about Thor. Now, here is what it says. Now, basically, it seems like Thor is praying probably to Odin in this little teaser. So here's what he says. I haven't even seen it for myself. This is just what I found on Twitter. "Of all the crowns, the kingdoms, the pride, I ask for none. Father, hear your son. I am not worthy of life, but still, I beg you to let the thread lengthen. Not for thunder, not for war. Let me remain long enough to see my love once more." Thor and Avengers Doomsday. That's essentially all I got. What could this mean? Well, he says to see my love. Now, my first thought was Jane, obviously, because that is his love, but in Love and Thunder, she is dead. However, one thing we know about Doomsday is that this is apparently going to be a direct sequel to Avengers Endgame. So, what movies are canon? What movies aren't canon? You know, like that. If that's essentially the case. Now, obviously, Doomsday could be a direct sequel to Endgame with all these other movies being canon. But there's also been a report that these may not even be canon. That these, some movies, and I mean the trash movies, or some shows may not be canon. And I'm assuming that probably means on the spiritual side, that being like Moon Knight, which unfortunately I don't think we'll ever see Oscar Isaac play Moon Knight again. I'm a Moon Knight fan. I like the show. Hate me if you want. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one. I know a lot of people are going to agree with me on that one. I'm right down the middle. I love Moon Knight. I didn't like the ending, but I liked Moon Knight. I think it was a really good show, and I think Oscar Isaac did a really good job, but he doesn't even want to work with Disney anymore, so I don't know if we'll ever see him as Moon Knight again. Same with like Ghost Rider, the Blade movie, hell, even the Eternals. I don't think those movies are going to be essentially canon to this. But if Thor Love and Thunder is canon, maybe he's talking about his daughter. But where is he? Why is he gone? I find that very intriguing. Could he be like in the TVA where he finally met Loki, or maybe his love once more is Loki? I mean, obviously when someone say his love, I don't I don't think he's gonna be talking to his brother like that. Lil zesty Thor. But like you know, there's so much things to come into play into this. We obviously don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna go off the assumption that it is his daughter, and that Love and Thunder is canon, as painfully bad that movie was. I'm gonna go off the assumption that he's talking about his daughter here. Obviously he's not talking about Jane. If he is talking about Jane, then this either means that movie isn't canon, or he's praying to the gods, because we know Jane is in Valhalla, as we see in the second post-credit scene in Thor Love and Thunder. The next two teaser trailers, I unfortunately don't have anything on for you yet. We haven't heard anything about the Doctor Doom teaser trailer, and let alone the Avengers full teaser trailer. So obviously there's nothing to nitpick at there. What is Doctor Doom gonna show? Is probably just gonna be something about, it's probably gonna be a simple Doctor Doom monologue with like a little bit of a clip of probably him suiting up or something. I don't know, or him taking off the mask, but you don't see his face because it cuts out right there. I don't know exactly what the Doctor Doom teaser trailer is going to be about. And the Avengers full teaser trailer, I'm assuming, is just going to be a very small teaser trailer, probably like a minute and a half, showing a bunch of the heroes and nothing more. Honestly, at this point, Marvel just released the trailers, because clearly the leaks are all over the place. I know the brand new day trailer isn't finished yet, but the other teaser trailers, you might as well just release them at this point, because clearly the world can't help themselves anymore. Now we are going to go talk about the Spider-Man brand new day trailer. Now this one I for sure thought was fake. I was like, there's no way. There's no way, especially considering the trailer wasn't supposed to release till the Super Bowl, which is what we heard. I was like, there's no way. And the movie just finished filming this. There's no way. And then Sony started taking the videos down. So the Spider-Man brand new day trailer starts off with a song that I don't remember. I think it was I Love New York by, I don't know. And essentially you get Peter doing a little monologue. This is essentially how it starts. It starts with a good old New York I Love You song by someone I don't know. And essentially Peter Parker is doing a little bit of a monologue here. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You may not remember that, but we used to know each other. Obviously referencing No Way Home, or the end of No Way Home, when the entire world forgot who Peter Parker was, which is crazy, which is still crazy to me. The entire world just doesn't remember who Peter Parker is, but they do remember Spider-Man. Point being, it's just simply slightly depressing, Peter just trying to go on about his day, trying to be Spider-Man, but it's hard. It's hard because no one remembers him anymore, and he's essentially all on his own now. Now that in between this little monologue, there's a lot of moments where it looks like he seems to be fighting a group of red ninjas who I'm pretty sure are the Hand, and it seems like they're gonna go with that little storyline where Punisher kind of takes over the Hand, which I don't like. I don't really like that. I find that little twist just weird and a little bit out of character for Punisher, but who knows, I may end up liking this in the movie. That's besides the point. There's also a cool little shot where they show Spider-Man saving someone, and it's that classic frame of him holding someone while swinging. Already great directing, Daniel. But this one line sounds very interesting to me, and it caught me off guard at first when I heard it. Sometimes Spider-Man has to make the hard choice that upsets Peter Parker. That was the most Miguel O'Hara thing I've ever heard come out of Peter Parker's mouth. What could that possibly mean? That's what I was thinking at first, and then I thought back, oh, well, Spider-Man making the hard decision to essentially forget who Peter Parker was. Well, I guess I can entitle a little bit what he's trying to say there. But the trailer goes on and on and on, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna explain too much because I really don't want this video to get taken down. And then something interesting, really interesting happens. You get to hear someone's voice, and it's a woman voice, and this person essentially says for Spider-Man to stay out of her way. Now, when I first heard this, I really couldn't tell who it was at first because I would admit my phone was a little bit low. It was late at night. Now, my first official thoughts was this Nicole Kidman? Because it was reportedly rumored that Nicole Kidman was gonna take a secret role in this movie. But then I listened to it again when watching this trailer. It's Sadie Sink. So is Sadie Sink the villain of this movie? We still don't know who this character is. I know rumor reports that, oh, she's Spider-Gwen. Oh, she's a shapeshifter. Oh, she's Phoenix. We don't know who this character is. She's essentially the villain now. The trailer continues to go on. Eventually, Peter Parker goes up to Bruce Banner. Essentially, I don't know if it's Peter Parker or if it's Spider-Man going up to Bruce Banner, but he goes up to Bruce Banner asking for his help, and I'm pretty sure Bruce Banner denied it for whatever reason. And then you see a bunch of the shots of him on the tank and a bunch of crazy stuff going on, and we're pretty sure that Punisher is in that tank. Regardless, he goes to Bruce for something, and it's still hard for me to break down a lot of the details that you see in this leaked trailer, simply just because the trailer looks like this. So essentially, all the trailer shows is everything we've already known, and I don't know what to decipher out of this. The villain's still hidden. I'm now starting to think it could be Sadie Sink, it could be not, but Sadie Sink's also going to be in Secret Wars according to reports, so I don't know. And then the trailer ends off with a nice little Spider-Man and Punisher moment where Punisher's essentially saying he's trying to save his ass. So essentially everything we already known, we just get to see it on this leaked trailer, which I thought was fake until Sony took it down. That is everything we've gotten from the leaked trailers involving Avengers, from Spider-Man. Let me know what you guys think, cause a lot of crazy things is happening over these past 48 hours, and we're still getting leaks. So stay tuned for a hopeful future video. It's been a crazy ride. I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday. I'm excited to go see Fire and Ash. I'm excited to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. But man, Kevin, at this point, you should just release your trailers because the world is on fire right now with these leaks. But yeah, that is all I have to say for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you haven't, click the like button down below, subscribe if you are not, and comment down below. Are you excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday? What are you looking forward to the most out of the superhero movies next year? And I'll leave it at that. See ya, ciao.